Story Time with Superintendent Galvan, and tonight I get to read you The Legend of the Indian Paintbrush. Super exciting to have almost a week off of school. I know you're ready to take a little break, and so tonight's going to be a very special night as we continue to finish off November with some Native American story time. So thanks for joining me here tonight. Hola comunidad de Greenfield, soy Superintendente Galvan aquí con ustedes del distrito escolar de Greenfield con la hora de dormir, y esta noche voy a leer una historia que se llama La Leyenda de Indian Paintbrush. Es una historia de los nativos americanos aquí del país de nosotros, y ya vamos a terminar noviembre y empezar diciembre, so vamos a terminar con más historias de los nativos americanos aquí de nuestra comunidad. So muchas gracias por estar aquí conmigo. All right, here we go. It's retold and illustrated by Tommy de Paula. And a big thank you to Miss Segovia over at Mary Chapla, kindergarten teacher extraordinaire, who's been sharing her books with us. Many years ago, when the people traveled the plains and lived in a circle of teepees, there was a boy who was smaller than the rest of the children in the tribe. No matter how hard he tried, he couldn't keep up with the other boys, who were always riding, running, shooting their bow and arrows. But the boy, who was called Little Gopher, was not without a gift of his own. From an early age, he made toy warriors from scraps of leather and pieces of wood, and he loved to decorate smooth stones with the red juices from the berries he found in the hills. The wise shaman of the tribe understood that Little Gopher had a gift that was very special. Do not struggle, Little Gopher. Your path will not be the same as the others. They will grow up to be warriors, and your place will be with the people, and it will be remembered for a different reason. In a few years, when Little Gopher became older, he went out to the hills alone to think about becoming a man, for this was the custom of the tribe. The sky filled the clouds, and out of them came a young Indian maiden and an old grandfather. She carried a rolled up animal skin, and he carried a brush made of animal hairs and pots of paints. The grandfather spoke, "My son, these are the tools by which you shall become great among your people. You will paint pictures of the deeds of the warriors and the visions of the shaman." The maiden unrolled a pure white buckskin and placed it on the ground. "Find a buckskin as white as this," she told him. "Keep it, and one day you will paint a picture that is as pure as the colors of the evening sky." And as he finished speaking, the clouds cleared and a sunset of great beauty filled the sky. Little Gopher looked at the white buckskin, and on it he saw colors as bright and beautiful as the sun. Then the sun slowly sank behind the hills and the sky grew dark. And he began to paint pictures of great hunts, of great deeds, and of great dream visions, so that the people would always remember. But even as he painted, Little Gopher sometimes longed to put aside his brushes and ride out with the warriors, but always he remembered the dream vision, and he did not go with them. Many months ago, he had found his pure white buckskin, but it remained empty because he could not find the colors of the sunset. He used the brightest flowers, the reddest berries, and the deepest purples for the rocks, and still his paintings never satisfied him. He began to go to the top of the hill each evening and look at the colors that filled the sky to try and understand how to make them. He longed to share the beauty of the dream vision with the people. But he never gave up trying. And each morning when he woke up, he took the brushes and his pots and paints, and he created the stories of the people with the tools that he had. One night, as he lay awake, he heard a voice calling to him, "Because you have been faithful to the people and true to your gift, you shall find the colors you are seeking. Tomorrow, take the white buckskin and go to the place where you watch the sun in the evening. Then on the ground, you will find what you need." The next evening, as the sun began to go down, Little Gopher put aside his brushes and went to the top of the hill, and the colors of the sunset spread across the sky. And there on the ground, all around him, were the brushes filled with paints. each one the color of the sunset. Wow, look how they just appeared. And as the colors in the sky began to fade, little Gopher gazed at the white buckskin and he was happy. He had found the colors of the sunset. He carried the painting down to the circle of the people, leaving the brushes on the hillside. And every spring, the people now danced and sang the praises of little Gopher, who had painted all for the people. And the people no longer called him little Gopher, but he who brought the sunset to the earth. Because now, where those brushes were, flowers bloom. And that's the story. How beautiful that is. He did have a gift. He was, all the boys wanted to be warriors, but he wanted to be one too. But he had another gift. So that's his passion in his heart. So you have to think about what your passion is so that you also can live your best life and dream your dreams. Just like the Legend of Indian Paintbrush. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm Superintendent Galvan with the Greenfield School District, sending a great big bear hug from our family to yours.